Hey guys, it's Nick from Arcade Hunters, and hopefully after this you saw the videos with the game station, the one that I took of just me at the game station, also me playing F-Zero AX. Well, apologize for my appearance, I've just been going through hell with personal life, so I just kind of wanted to do this video right now because there was actually another video that I took at the game station the second day that I went there, but as I said, unfortunately it got lost when I did the update for my iPod, and that was of the coordinator of the arcade at the game station at the Contemporary Resort. The guy's name was DAmato, and I actually got him on video because he wanted to do something that I thought was really cool, and kind of like what we do with Arcade Hunters, trying to, chronicle the arcades that we went to while they're still around, and also kind of like documenting, like, with the past, like what FunSpot does, and also what, our friend Dave does over at arcade.com. DAmato had this idea that he wanted to throw around, see if you guys would find this interesting. DAmato told me when he worked there, he used to go to the Contemporary when he was a kid in the 70s and the 80s, and he knew that was the place where he wanted to work because he loved video games and he loved arcade games, so now he's pretty much the guy that runs the show there. And he was saying that there really isn't a lot of stuff about the old arcade that used to be there from the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, and even I'm thinking to the 2000s, because the second to last time that I went to Disney World, it was still on the bottom floor, but it was more condensed, but still a lot bigger than what it is now. So what he wanted to do is, he's pretty much asking if any of you guys out there have photos or videos from when you went on vacation to Disney World. Maybe you have some photos of the old arcade on the first floor, and I would love to see it too. So I don't really have anything to kind of like collect them all together. So what I'm thinking of is we have our own personal email address, which is arcadehunters@gmail.com, and we're also on Tumblr, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter. So if you've got any old photos or videos of that arcade from maybe when you guys went on vacation, please make sure to let me know. You can post it on any of the stuff that we went on. I'm going to put the email address on the bottom of this video, and hopefully you guys can give out a helping hand, and we can check out some great photos of this place, because, it's kind of like FunSpot where you have to see it to believe it, because, I mean, that place was absolutely gigantic, and it's really sad to see that it's gone. But some of the other stuff that I was saying in the intro video for the game station that I wanted to mention, I really want to thank those three guys. I want to thank Henry, DAmato, and Robin for being so awesome, really, really nice guys that I got to talk to, because when I first went there, I was looking at the counter where they have the ticket games where, you can redeem your coupons for prizes, and there was this older guy there, gray hair, and I'm looking at him, it's like, that's got to be the reason why the pinball's so good here. This guy's got to be an old pinball fan. And I went up to him, and I introduced myself. His name was Henry, and everybody at Disney World always has their name tags, and on the bottom it says where they're from. And he said, he was from New Jersey, and I said, I've been to Seaside Heights, and he said, oh my God, you remember the Carousel Arcade? He goes, I love that place. And I said, oh yeah, I have a video on my YouTube channel of the Carousel Arcade when I went, I think, like 2007, so it's old. I know they still have it there with flashbacks. Hopefully we'll be able to go back there and check it out. But really cool, he started talking to me about some of the crazy stories that they had working there at the Contemporary, like I said about the arcade being on the first floor, and he goes, you don't know how many people come up to me and say they miss it when it was on the first floor. And he was also telling me some pretty funny stories. He's a big pinball fan, and he said they used to have World Poker Tour, and he was saying to me, he goes, oh man, I love that game, but they took it out because it was too Disney. And I'm going, it's too Disney? It wasn't Disney enough. Now, this is me, hopefully I can, right here. Okay, right here. I'm going to put a picture of what the translate looks like for that game. Let me go right here. Right there. This is what the translate looks like for World Poker Tour. You can see I don't know who they are, but, I love World Poker Tour. But, the girl in the halter top, that wasn't Disney enough, and someone complained about it. So, that got the whole game kicked out of the Disney World arcade. So it was pretty. He goes, I love that game, and someone complained about it. And one of the other ones was someone had complained about the Sega Bass Fishing Challenge that you may have seen. A couple of the arcades had it. I've never seen that game before, but it was kind of like a Big Buck Hunter, and also kind of like the Golden Tee, where it's more like a bar style game where you got the big, the trackball, and you just go for fish. And somebody was saying that this is cruelty to animals, fishing is murder, and stuff like that. And they actually had to play the game for this woman and saying, this is based on the real bass fishing challenge, and the bass fishing challenge is catch and release. They don't have a giant fish fry after they're done and they catch the prize-winning fish. So they had to go over that with this person that, it's not a whole thing with this, it's not murdering animals. It's just to go see who the best fisherman was. And someone actually wanted to pull it. So that was two of the stories that I got from Henry. And I also, talked a lot to DAmato and talked a lot to Robin, who is one of the techs at Disney World. Really, really nice guy. He was telling me about, goes, I love pinball. He goes, I love opening it up and seeing what makes these games tick. But he goes, I hate playing them because every time I play it, I just get really frustrated. And he was really cool getting to sit and talk to him. I mean, this guy does a great job. I mean, he takes care of every game in that arcade. And all those guys over at the game station, I can't thank you guys enough for being so friendly and welcoming me in there. Because, I get a lot of kind of like sideways looks. Like when I was doing the video that unfortunately you didn't get to see of the King of Kong arcade in the Orlando airport, the one woman was sitting there on the phone yelling at her girlfriend in Spanish and constantly giving me the stink eye. I was walking around filming it, and I barely did 2 minutes of filming in that arcade since it was so damn small. But, these guys, they welcomed me in. I must have talked to them for about, 45 minutes. They could have been out and gone and, did other stuff, but they stayed and BS'd with me, and I gotta thank them for that. Now, I'm putting this up, hopefully, by Thursday, when you're going to be watching this. I know the YouTube subscriber thing is screwed up. I can't delete any videos, so most of them are all getting pushed down. So I know I'm going to miss a lot of videos. Hopefully you guys don't miss this. I'm putting together 3 videos for Disney Quest. There's going to be the intro of me outside with the 3rd floor, and then the 4th and 5th floors are going to be together in one video. And then after that, I'm going to do my review video of it, kind of like what I'm doing right here, talking to you. So that's what you're going to be seeing this week. Guys, thank you very much for checking out the videos. Thank you for subscribing, and hopefully you guys have a good one. And I'll see you soon here on Arcade Hunters, and have a good one.